What is up, Dingoes? I have a very exciting video for you today. We're going to explore in-depth Badger's finance protocol as well as their Digg rebasing token. It's pegged to the Bitcoin's price and it has financial products getting built around it, and it's very exciting because it has vaults that you can earn a passive income slash X, Y, and Z, and we'll get into more in-depth on that here shortly. At the end, I do have a price prediction, so make sure you stay tuned. A market cap prediction for Digg, because that's what matters in a rebasing token, so keep that in mind. But let's just jump right into the Badger governance token quickly, because I do want to point out a couple things before we move forward. But first, if you aren't a Dingo already, like and subscribe. Also, if you find value and like this content, make sure you like and subscribe as well to stay tuned, because I try my best to bring you just pure information, and I never shill anything, guys. I just provide pure information, and disclaimer, I do not own Badger or Digg, so keep that in mind when I am just saying this stuff. I don't have any biases towards it whatsoever. So let's go ahead and talk about Badger's governance token. A couple things I want to point out: there's only 2.5 million circulating out of 21 million total, so a lot of inflation to come. About 90% is left to be released, but they are doing it through yield farming, which is a good way to allocate their remaining tokens to the community. So they kind of distribute it among, they reward people that have been actively using and utilizing their vaults, right? And that's kind of who they want to allocate those governance tokens to, because they've been using the protocol for the longest period of time. So obviously that's a good way to allocate their tokens to people that care about the protocol. But also only a $42 million market cap, and their market cap to total value locked is only 0.04. In comparison, Uniswap is 1.14, which means it has a higher market cap versus the total locked supply. So if you buy into Uniswap governance token versus Badger governance token right now, you will have more capital under management if you hold Badger's governance token rather than Uni governance token, because that's kind of how I look at this number and how I look at governance tokens, because it's very hard to value and there's a lot of asymmetry in the crypto market right now. So if you look at the market cap total value ratio, it kind of shows you how much bang for your buck you get for buying into that governance token, right? So you can see $42 million market cap, almost $1 billion under management. So understand that. And then let's look at Digg, because this is a very new rebasing token. It only has a $45 million market cap, but yesterday it did get up to 80 million, and then it had 100+% rebase. But keep in mind, the rebasing happens over 10 days. So if it's a 10% rebase, it happens like, say, 1% on the first day, and then it looks at the next rebasing time. They look at how much it rebases, and then it adjusts accordingly based on the next day's rebase, right? Maybe it's a little less than 1%, maybe it's a little more than 1%, right? And it just keeps going forward, and that hopefully will help stabilize Digg's price around Bitcoin's price eventually, right? So that would be very nice to see, for sure. Very nice to see. And let's move on to their UI, because I really do like their UI. Here's all the vaults. If you don't know what an LP vault is, it's basically you provide, say, Bitcoin Digg to Sushi, and you provide that, and then you get an LP token back, which proves that you provided liquidity to said pair on said protocol, and then you provide Badger protocol and their vaults with that LP token, which proves that you provided liquidity, and then you earn Badger rewards, Badger governance token, as well as it's an automated manager. So basically you earn Badger governance rewards, but also there's you also earn Sushi rewards for adding LP or adding liquidity to that protocol. So they do an automated strategy to optimize your yearly ROI, whether that is compounding your Sushi rewards or anything like that. So keep that in mind when you are looking at any of these vaults. They are optimizing your yearly ROI with a strategy that you can look into. Each one of these, they all have different strategies. I'm sure they're similar in many aspects, but they do have differences, right? But that is that. And then Keep in mind, I mean, almost $1 billion under management, guys, and it's only been available, and this protocol has only been online for 45-50 days, right? But they did do audits prior to going mainnet, and which is very nice to see project do, and it was very and they did a airdrop right off the bat, and I think that helped bootstrap its adoption, right? And also they have a lot of cool future features coming out here shortly, which is awesome, and we'll get in more in depth in that shortly. But let's cover what Digg is first. And if you don't know what a rebasing token is, basically it picks a peg and it rebases the token supply, the circulating supply of said token, to try to peg the price of said token to the price it's trying to peg. So Ampleforth does $1. I think it's actually not $1. I think it might be 80 something. No, whatever. Just say $1, and it tries no matter. So every day it rebases the circulating supply to try to peg Ampleforth to $1, right? And Digg is trying to do that, but with Bitcoin. So say Digg's price is currently at 45,000 and Bitcoin's price is 30,000. It increases the supply of Digg and it adjusts the supply in your wallet. So now there's a higher circulating supply, therefore the price of each token goes down. And the only thing that matters is the percent ownership of the total market cap. So if you owned 1% of the total market cap, that would be 450,000 approximately. You would always own 1% of the market cap as long as you never sold, right? So say the market cap goes up to $1 billion. Now your amount owned is 10 million, right? So that's what you want to see, is just the overall adoption of Digg throughout DeFi, which I think is a very good possibility, and I like that a lot. But now let's look into, here's Digg's UI. They actually got to work on this a little bit. Their price is messed up as well as their supply is messed up, I believe. Yeah, that does, I mean, I don't know what we're looking at here. It doesn't really make sense, but I think it's messed up. I mean, it's an easy thing to fix, I believe. Now let's look at an example of a vault for the Digg and / wrap Bitcoin vault on SushiSwap. You deposit those two in SushiSwap. You get an LP token. You deposit that into the set vault, and then you earn Digg rewards, which 50% gets compounded back into SushiSwap and get more LP tokens. So this is an all automated strategy which tries to optimize your returns, right? You also get sushi as a reward, and then you get X sushi, which is there, and then therefore is compounded back, right? So that is also something to look forward to, and this will help bootstrap the adoption and the market cap of Digg. So that Digg Vault will definitely help in the adoption and the increase in market cap of Digg. So is it going to naturally appreciate in price and market cap? I believe so. And keep in mind, if you are long Bitcoin goes up, the market cap of Digg also goes up, right? So yeah, I probably, full disclosure, I probably will have some exposure to Digg here in the near future. And then I think they just voted to not give out Badger as a reward for wrap Bitcoin sushi Digg reward. They only will give out Digg as reward. So there you go. There is risks associated with vaults. We'll get into that shortly. And now let's go into some other cool things. Why I'm going to get into Digg here shortly is prepare for meme NFT farming using BDigg, which is the token you get for adding liquidity to the vault, or adding your LP tokens or Digg to the vault. You get BDigg as the vault token, and hopefully in the future you can utilize this token in collateral X, Y, and Z. That's what they're trying to do in the future. But in the near future, in the next couple weeks, the holders of BDigg will be able to stake that token to mint NFTs, collect all 6, and claim the honey badger pot worth 1 Digg, which is 1 Bitcoin, right? So that's quite significant and very exciting stuff. And their NFTs, they did similar things in December, and as you can see, I mean, they're worth quite a significant amount of money, a couple $1,000s, and I mean, there's 4 of them there, and very nice to see. But now let's get into their developers. Spadaboom is one of their developers. I listen to a lot of his interviews. He's had several discussing Badger finance. He's been in the crypto community and industry for a while. He definitely seems to have the Ethereum ethos that I was discussing the other day, which is like community first, natural adoption, and just integrity, right? And just talking the talk and walking the walk, right? And that's exactly what you want to see in their devs. And he has a lot of ideas, and actually I think they're really good ideas too. So nice to see. Also, we got Amir Rosic, and I don't know what his role in the community is, but he is seems like one of the main team members, because he is in a lot of the dev chats. He's one of the main people in the discords. So I don't know. And also he's working on his next venture, which is Dollar Cake. Maybe that's something to look into. I don't know, but maybe I'll look into that. But now let's go into the Discord. Very active. See, Amir is right here. Dollar Cake. I don't know. He's a seeder, so I don't know what that means exactly, but I mean, look at this. This is just since the last time I opened it. It's very active community talking about it. Good memers, which is very important. Actually, creating memes is a weird but awesome aspect of crypto, and if your community can make awesome memes, it might be successful, right? So memes actually play a pretty big part in the success of a protocol, believe it or not. Now let's go into my price prediction as well as the summary. So the Badger token is the governance token governing DAO with cash flow. So I didn't bring up, they do take a fee off the automated management vaults. So they do take a fee, and it goes back into the community DAO, which is governed by the governance token. And that's exactly what I want to see, because cash flows, I love cash flows in protocols. And when generating cash flows, I do think in the future it would be nice to see kind of like a dividend paid to governance token holders, because it's kind of cash flows. I mean, once cash flows start generating on Ethereum, it's kind of it's like the digital economy built on Ethereum, and the Ethereum token will kind of be like the treasury bond of all this GDP that Ethereum has, right? And it's going to be insane. I think Ethereum is becoming its own like digital country. I've said this several times in the past, and it's very exciting. And when you see cash flows, it's literally creating a business, a digital business that could potentially reward stockholders, which is the governance token holders, which is very nice to see. So the more cash flow it generates, the more kind of value the governance token holds, because you govern more money, and that's kind of the value proposition of governance tokens. Now let's talk about the Digg token, which is the rebasing pegged to Bitcoin's price with an auto yield management, which is very exciting and very awesome. You can kind of earn passive income on your Bitcoin, essentially, right? And also participate in the natural adoption of the Digg token within the DeFi ecosystem, and participate in that market cap appreciation, which is very awesome to see. And we'll talk about other things here in a second, but sets are just the vaults for Digg, and these are the financial products they provide. They probably will provide others in the near future, like borrowing, and so they will probably have the Digg token be able to be used as collateral to take out a stablecoin loan or something to that extent, which will be awesome to see. And now things to know: flattening rebase over 10 days and reevaluates during every rebase, which I have not seen in a rebasing token, and I actually like that a lot, because hopefully over time it will help peg more closely to the price of Bitcoin, and that's exactly what you want to see, and that will kind of help adoption and help the adoption in other protocols and become a more viable DeFi Lego piece for Bitcoin's price, and hopefully use as collateral X, Y, and Z. And now good devs and community, like I pointed out, go watch what's his username, Spadaboom, on a couple of interviews he's done. He's a very knowledgeable dude for sure. And now one thing I also like, and this kind of supports the quality of the community that Badger has, they've incentivized insurance on their vault. So they incentivized their community members to get insurance by releasing more Badger tokens if you have cover insurance and Nexus Mutual, right? So I like that a lot, because now if there's an exploit, you can go back and say, hey, we did incentivize you to get insurance on the vaults and mitigate risk through that insurance. So I do like seeing that, and it kind of gives them a backup play in case their vaults get exploited, and they would say, hey, we did incentivize you to protect yourself. And now let's go to the future, a bridge from native Bitcoin to Digg, which is very exciting. Imagine if Ren, I think they're working in Ren. Why would you hold Ren Bitcoin or Wrap Bitcoin if you can just participate in Digg and the appreciation of both the vault and earn interest and passive income and LP rewards, as well as the appreciation market cap of Digg and that rebasing token, right? So if you own at 1% of the market cap right now, you will always own 1% of the market cap, and the more adoption Digg has, the higher the market cap will be. So I think this is a very good token to look at right now, guys. And then also borrow against vaults. You get the B Digg token, as well as I think they will have other vaults tokens, which proves that you added liquidity to the vault, or liquidity to the liquidity pool, and the liquidity pool token to the vault, right? It's kind of getting crazy, and it will prove that you have done that, and therefore you can maybe use that as collateral to take out a loan, which would be really cool. And then yield rewards to get Digg closer to peg. So once again, this will help adoption of Digg token and other DeFi Lego pieces. NFT collab with Meme, which is very cool. NFTs are coming along and just being cool in the gamification of said protocol UI, and that will always help. Just creating a easier UI and also rewarding community members with more Badger rewards for yield and X, Y, and Z. So that would be very nice to see. The risks, obviously, smart contract risk, pegged asset like Wrap Bitcoin and Wrap Ethereum, and maybe I don't know what X Sushi is actually. But anyways, vault exploits like Pickle had a vault exploit, and the vault got drained, which is not very good to see. So obviously that's a risk with any type of vaults you participate in. And impermanent loss is also something that you gotta be aware about. Now for my price prediction for Digg, well, my price prediction is it's going to be worth as much as Bitcoin will be, right? But anyways, for market cap, just think about Wrap Bitcoin is currently sitting at a $3.6 billion market cap, guys. So could you see Digg as much as Wrap Bitcoin? Definitely not in the near future, but if it gets as much adoption as Wrap Bitcoin does in the Lego, DeFi Lego world, because Wrap Bitcoin is pretty much in every protocol, but it's also centralized. So it's hard to see, but why would you hold Wrap Bitcoin when you can hold Digg, right? And participate in the appreciation of said market cap and the vaults, right? So that's nice to see. So I personally would hold Digg because there's a lot more price appreciation possibilities with Digg. And lastly, the Badger governance token. I do not have a specific price, and I actually don't on either of these, because if you hold 1% of the market cap of Digg right now and it goes to 3.6 billion, you would still own 1% of the market cap, right? And that would be $36 million, right? Which would be quite a lot. So it's all about the percent of market cap you own. And now let's go to Badger governance token. The thing I want to point out is uni market cap is around $1 billion, I believe, and it has a little less than $1 billion in total locked. So, and right now, governance token for Badger has about $1 billion locked, and it's sitting at $45 million. So obviously, if you saw the same valuation between Uniswap and Badger, and that would be quite a large amount of appreciation price of the governance token, which would be nice to see. The only thing to be worried about is inflation. I do not have set prices because obviously for Digg, you can't really price in. It's just a percent of the market cap, right? And I obviously think the market cap will appreciate if it goes to $1 billion, which I could see. There you go. Just whatever percent of the market cap you currently have, times that by the price of times that by the market cap in said future. So I say $1 billion market cap is reasonable as long as it doesn't have an exploit. Badger governance, I mean, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, $100 probably is reasonable to say, especially if it gets to 0.5, right? 0.5 is probably a reasonable market cap to total value. And I think we will start getting closer between governance tokens and their valuations in the future after all the speculation is kind of calmed down and you can see it more clearly, right? So, but that is all for today. Hopefully you learned more about Badger, their community, their developers, and what I believe in the potential of said Digg token as well as Badger's governance token. But that is all. Please like and subscribe. Join the Dingooo community. We are awesome. Always learning together, as well as Telegram and Discord chat if you want to chit chat, right? But that is all for you guys today, for you dingoes. And peace out and dingle dingle.